Hi, my star seeds. How are you guys doing? I'm so glad to be back on here on YouTube doing a longer video for you guys. This month has been crazy for me, so I'm sorry this video came a little late because it is February's energy update. What's the energy going to be like for this month and how you guys can use it as starseeds yourself to kind of work with what you're given with this month, right? So this month in February is Mercury retrograde started at the beginning of February, right after the full moon. After meditating with the Arcturians, they let me know that this month is going to be a really interesting month for the whole collective. And that's because throughout the time of COVID and the holidays, we were kind of given a lot of fast energy, a lot of things were happening, and we just kind of had to go with the flow, right? And it's almost like you're gonna have to take with what you've learned over the past couple months and kind of try and apply them with a different set of energy that you're given. And all of the hard work that you've been doing on yourself, I know that people are wanting to manifest and become the new people that they, see in their future and align with their higher selves and, be on the right track that you just want to be on. And this month kind of slows things down that way. It started with Mercury retrograde, like I said, and a lot of people have a lot of different opinions about Mercury retrograde. Some people think it's really, bad or a bad time to do manifestations or to do spell work or to do energy work or healing work, because the energy is kind of chaotic or unpredictable. Personally, I don't think that it's a bad time to manifest or do spell work or work with your energy. It just gives you more of a perspective of how to use different energy when it comes around. So let's talk about what Mercury retrograde is, okay? So Mercury retrograde is when Mercury is on its orbit and it's orbiting around the sun just like Earth is, right? But all of our orbits of our planets are not perfectly circular around each other. Some of them are oval this way and oval that way. And so just from our perspective, while Earth is turning and going around the sun, Mercury is also turning and going around the sun in a different orbit, and its orbit is kind of an oval that's slanted opposite from ours. So as Mercury flows around the Earth and the sun at the same time, because Earth is turning the opposite way and moving in a different orbit, it kind of looks like Mercury is going behind us from its perspective, but it's really not. It's just following a different a wider orbit. So this is why Mercury retrograde is a thing. There's certain parts of the year where Mercury looks like it's turning backwards or retreating backwards from our sky. And during this time, it means Mercury's energies are kind of opposite as well. So Mercury stands for day-to-day expression. So really to take things one day at a time, to focus on what you need one thing at a time, like very day-to-day expression, right? So within retrograde, that's really telling you to focus on your decision making and your choices on a day-to-day purpose, because if you try and plan 3 days ahead, a week ahead during this time, it's not going to line up exactly the way that you've planned. And that's because of the energy that it brings. So Mercury stands for, within its action, building things up and breaking them down. So when Mercury retrograde is happening, it's kind of happening backwards. It's the things that you have built up might seem like that they're breaking down, and you'll have to build them back up a different way. So it just gives you, like I said again, a different perspective of how things work. So when Mercury isn't in retrograde, you have a natural way of connecting to your light body, dealing with your emotions, vibrating with the universe. Well, when Mercury is in retrograde, it kind of gives your light body or your body's energy a different type of energy to work with and to alchemize with, giving you a different perspective, or your body a different notion of working differently, which is always good for your soul, because you're learning about different tools or different energy that you can use during different times of the year, and you're getting experience or practice with that, having the energy be this way right now. So Mercury stands for communication, for intelligence, and for elegance. So for it being in retrograde, you might have hard times communicating. You might like communicating what you want to say or how you feel to another person, or about a situation or an experience. So take the time to think on situations and experiences as they happen this month, or until February 21st, when this Mercury retrograde ends. With intelligence, it might just mean you have different problems that you're not used to having this month, and you're gonna try and test yourself to see if you can adapt to those issues, to those problems, and it's gonna be a different type of adapting that you're not used to. You're gonna have to think outside the box. You're gonna have to think out of your normal intelligence to really come up with a good idea and to do something different, a little different than you normally do it, which is okay, because you're learning through that way, you know? So many people get so used to their everyday routine and their constant way of living that they really think that once you learn how to do something the right way, you don't have to learn how to do anything with that anymore. And what is the right way with anything, you know? Always having different situations come at you or not work out exactly how you want to manifest them really makes you the true master of your reality, right? If you can try and manifest something and it comes to you, but not exactly the way that you thought, but then it doesn't scare you away, you take the challenge and you alchemize your energy or your actions or the way that you're thinking to still manifest that overall goal that you want. You're kind of telling the universe through this time that no matter what you throw at me, no matter what happens, or if things don't go as planned, that's okay. I know how to ground myself. I know how to pick up from the ashes and build again. I know how to, you know, pick up something that's been destroyed and build it into a beautiful masterpiece for my soul and this universe. So take this time with ease. It's a chaotic, unpredictable energy. Okay, a lot of you guys might be feeling erratic or kind of like anxious all the time, like something's coming, or like you're not just feeling like yourself really. And that's because the normal energy that you normally have throughout the year when Mercury isn't in retrograde isn't really aligning how it normally is right now. So it will either give you burst of unpredictable, erratic energy where you're like, yes, I can do this. I'm ready to go to this party or go to work and then go see my family and then go, you know, to the club. Like, what, you think you can do it all? And then throughout the day, you know, using all your energy in a different way really wears you out. It makes you lethargic. So then you might not accomplish all of those things, which is okay. Don't be hard on yourself, but also take the time to really ease back into you feeling normal again. If you feel like you're lethargic, if you feel like you don't have enough energy, or that a problem happened and you were so over worried about it, or had crazy energy trying to figure out a solution to it, then take that time to yourself to give your energy back to you, to sleep more often if you need to, and to meditate on the answers that you need to right now. You know, any type of rash decision or impulsive decision is not the best during Mercury retrograde, because communication and the way that people are thinking, how things are going to play out, really might not play out that way, and communication is messed up right now. So it's interesting that during this month, you know, we have a retrograde during Valentine's Day, a month of love, where you're supposed to know your person and communicate with them well and have this glorious, you know, love story with yourself or with others. And then the energy of February is really everybody's trying to upgrade themselves in the collective in some way. Rather it be you getting a new job, or finding a new career for yourself, or starting a new path of a hobby, or a perspective, or having a personality upgrade, or trying to be the best version of yourself, trying to align with your higher self, or become more spiritual. Like a lot of those wants and needs, making that into a hard physical reality of your everyday routine is really what people are working hard for right now. And the universe realizes all the hard work that you've been doing, and it is manifesting what you want towards you. But through this month, it's gonna give you the chaotic energy that of things that you have not finished yet. It's gonna be giving you problems that you would normally not communicate well with, but since it's a time of not communication, maybe it would do the reverse effect and make you communicate. For example, if you're trying to communicate with like a loved one and they don't understand how you're feeling, maybe write them a note. Maybe listen to a song and give that to them, or tell them, hey, this clip from this show reminds me of how I feel, because that's a different way of communicating rather than just talking and messing up your feelings or how you feel. So that's why this time is interesting, that it's giving you different ways to kind of push yourself to become the best version of yourself. You know, you have to break out of that cocoon and change in different ways to really understand yourself and the things or problems that you need to let go or experience through. So, you know, examples, life examples are the best examples. So this past weekend, I was with two close people to me, and we went out and we partied and we got a little tipsy, and we came back to my house because we were all gonna sleep here to be safe, because we Ubered there and Ubered back. And my best friend and my boyfriend got in an argument and they wanted to talk. So I was like, okay, go ahead and talk. And I just left to like go clean in the house or something. And they ended up talking for like 45 minutes, like away from me. And every time I walked outside to check on them if they were okay, they would like shoo me off, like, we're still talking, like, give us a second. So I'd be like, okay. And over 45 minutes, my communication or thought process was just totally wrong about what was happening. I thought I did something wrong. I thought they were talking about me. I thought that they were just not wanting to hang out with me, maybe because I was like too crazy or erratic or drunk. Like, I didn't know. And so I started getting like upset about it and started being like, well, fuck you guys then, or I don't want to, you know, hang out with you guys, when the issue had nothing to do with me. I guess they got in an argument because one person embarrassed another person with like their friends and a significant other that they were talking to. So they just wanted to clear out the air, and we were all kind of tipsy. So once again, communication was effed up between them, was messed up between me and them two, that it just turned out into a crazier, jumbled up miscommunication. It wasn't until the next day that all of us sat down and I got the full story of what happened and from what perspective, that I could understand why someone would be arguing or need to talk a feeling or something out for that long. You know, and that's a perfect example of what is going to be happening this month with a lot of people. Miscommunication, misuse of intelligence, or not knowing the situation when you think you do. And that's okay, because it's really the universe showing you that you're not always right. Your perspective, even if you're thinking that you're right, could be completely wrong. So you always have to have an open mind and express how you feel during, you know, changes or during Mercury retrograde, because communication could be so messed up. So after meditating with the Arcturians, they wanted to let me tell you guys and let you know that this month is really a transition month or a prep month. Okay, so like I said, all of the work that you've been doing, the universe is kind of going to throw you small manifestations that you've been wanting, to not only see how you're gonna react to them, but if you're really gonna keep an open mind and be aligned to your higher self and take the best course of action, even if energy isn't always right, to see if it's something that you really want, if it's something that you're really trying to put your involvement in and put your energy into. Regardless of what type of energy it is, if you want something, you're gonna figure out how to use what you have to create the reality that you want. Regardless if it's this chaotic energy or perfect flowing in and out energy or no energy at all, you still have the mindset and the drive and the will and the sovereignty to create your reality that you want. So the universe is just prepping you, almost like, here's a little bit of what you want, see if you can mold it and create what you want out of that, to see if you really want it. Which is interesting to me that the first retrograde of the year would be over Valentine's Day. People who are starting relationships right now, your communication might be off, or, you know, a situation might go awry. And that's just to show you if this is something really anew you want to stick with. And even though if you're having communication issues, are you still going to work through that to get the outcome that you want, which is spending time with this person? Or in a career sense, you may have gotten the job that you wanted to get over the past month or this month, and throughout this week you have communication issues with your employer, your other employees, or your boss or your management, and you really have to work with that and mold that situation to the best of your ability for what's best for you. And it's the universe showing you, even if it goes a little haywire, are you still going to ground yourself and continue to walk through this path? It's kind of like a prep month, because the energy that's coming up for the rest of the year is very powerful. It's very potent, And if you're gonna step into something, no matter if it falls apart or if it goes great, you're gonna have to finish it out because you manifested it to yourself. And you can't just quit a situation when you're halfway in it. You'll never get to finish anything if that always happens. So no matter what the outcome is, always listen to yourself, ground yourself, and know that you're learning lessons to grow yourself, to grow your soul. Okay? The Arcturians wanted me to let you guys know that yes, this is a transition or prep month for the collective, meaning if you've been clearing out negative thoughts, trauma, or connecting to energy or situations or people that have no more service for you, then it's your decision right now during this month if you want to let that go or not. You know, this is a time for you, if you'd like to level up and align with your higher self, then you can choose that pathway, and no matter what energy is given to you, you're gonna work through it. Or you can stay in, you know, the energy that you're in right now and last year, because it's not gonna change unless you pull it and alchemize it to change. As long as if you have an open mindset and you're willing to work with the energy of the moon and the planets and the universe to get what you want, and to incorporate that into how you feel your emotions, how you manifest things, your perspective, that's going to give you a greater outlook throughout the universe and throughout different situations than if you just wanted to stay in your own lane that you are now, only seeing the perspective that you want from yourself right now. Which either path is completely fine, but know that if you want change, good and bad things happen with that change. So this month is definitely a prep month for that. If you'd like to align with a different timeline, that's very easy to do right now. Jumping timelines and switching from one energetic state to another is very jumpy right now. So try and stay grounded and stay focused, but don't get too overworked with thinking about what you're gonna do or what you're gonna experience. Like, just flow with ease until after the 20th of this month, okay? In other aspects of your life, if you're holding on to past experiences, disbelief of yourself, you don't believe in yourself, or bad habits, if you hold on to those this month, you're kind of, and yet still trying to build a different future and be your higher self, you're kind of crossing those two bad timelines, and they're gonna line up in some place that you don't want them to be, or the outcome that you want. So you're really gonna have to walk the line and pick the path of what you want right now, because it's gonna prepare you for what's coming for the rest of the year. So if you want to stay on your old path and make your bad habits, but still have your great, you know, job, and stay in a shitty relationship because it's only so much that you can handle right now, go ahead and do that, but stick with that until you can handle other things. Don't try and overwork yourself. It's not gonna, the outcome and timeline that you truly want will not be aligned the right way. Whereas if you want to make a new decision or a new job or meet a new person or start a new venture, you're gonna have to let go of the past energies or ties that are stopping you from making that new venture. You're gonna have to go full throttle into trust with the universe and trust with yourself and the belief within yourself to really manifest what you want this month. And that's to show you that you can attain anything that you want depending on where your mindset is, and including the actions and the day in and out energy that you're using every day? Are you being positive and using positive energy and believing in yourself and doing the work that you need to have the outcomes that you want? Letting go of bad trauma, letting go of, being hard on yourself or saying that you're not good enough. Like, if you're still doing those things, it's going to be hard for you to attain the timeline that you want. And so many of us are getting the opportunity to choose different pathways within different aspects of our life this month. So take the choice and the decision slowly and think about what's stopping you, what's holding your energy back, because you can find a different way and use the different energy that's not normally around to kind of alchemize out of that and to attain a new way to get there or to attain a new perspective this month. Lastly, the Arturian said, however, when you will see the truth, you know what side you're aligning to. When you feel your truth, or when you feel that what you're manifesting is coming into fruition or coming into belief in front of your eyes, you'll know that the hard work that you've been doing has brought you to this outcome, or if you don't attain the outcome you want, the truth of the situation is, oh, I'm sorry. The truth of the situation or matter is that you weren't trying to be the best version of yourself or attain the right energy or perspectives that you needed to get the outcome that you wanted. So, however, either way that you pick, it's fine. This is up to you if you'd like to level up and align with the wanted timeline. If you see the door or the opportunity to take it, but then in other aspects of your life, you're still holding those aspects, it's not going to fully come out the way that you want. That's kind of letting your higher self or the universe know that you're not ready for this outcome yet. You're not ready to attain and be on this timeline because you're still learning lessons or not learning how to alchemize your energy with whatever energy you're given. So whatever opportunity you're given, you're trying to make the best out of it. And you're letting go of old ties or old things that you're wasting your energy on, old thoughts, old beliefs that don't really matter to you anymore. Doing that kind of frees up your space and lets the universe know, I'm ready to attain what you're ready to give me. I'm ready to attain and be on the timeline that I want to be on. This month is a great month to do that. Lastly, I did do a card pulling for the energy of this month, so for the collective, and I'd like to go over it with you guys. So, we have 3 cards here. The first card represents the past, or almost what's in your present but about to be in your past, going out of existence or out of importance. The middle card is your present, what you're going to be experiencing for the next about a week or so. And then the third card is the future, your outcome card of what you're going to be experiencing at the end of the month from like the 21st to the 28th, right? So this tarot deck is the Wild Unknown Tarot Deck by Kim Kranz. It looks like this. It's so beautiful. It's black and white cards. Colorful cards mean you're being more vibrant, connecting to your higher self, to your soul body. And black and white cards meaning you are seeing things from duality, 2 perspectives. So for the energy month reading for the collective, the first card I got was the 2 of Swords. Look how beautiful that is. This correlates with the 2 pathways or 2 opportunities that you get to decide what you want right now in whatever aspect that's in your life, rather it be, like I said, a job opportunity, leaving a job, getting a new job, staying with a boyfriend, breaking up with a boyfriend, meeting a new person, not meeting a new person, staying single, not staying single, loving yourself, not loving yourself, believing in yourself or not believing in yourself. A lot of us are going to be having these 2 perspectives and opportunities that you need to pick from, and choose what timeline you want to be on wisely. I'm sure most of you starseeds will see the right path and know which one you should take. So these are guidance cards as well. So let me open up. Oh, this is, my bad, the 2 of Wands, not the 2 of Swords. Nope, those are swords. Hold on. Nope, that's the number 2. Okay, so these are just different pictures. I'm sorry. It says determination and direction. With the 2 of Wands, it's clear you're on your way to success. You focused on a goal and have boldly pointed all efforts in that direction. Since the suit of Wands deals heavily with the mind, take this time to become aware of your thought patterns, specifically towards yourself. What is the quality and tone of your thoughts? Mostly positive or mostly negative? How will you treat yourself on the journey to your highest dreams? That is so funny and correlates exactly with what the Arcturians were telling me for you guys. You know, you want to be on success and be connected to your higher self and become this better version of yourself. And what are your quality of thoughts are you giving yourself to attain that reality? Is it positive thoughts about yourself and the situation, or is it negative, condescending thoughts that you're not believing in yourself? Really figure that out and know that no matter what choice you make, you have to treat yourself with love and kindness throughout the crazy journey that you're on. The second card, your present card, what's going to be happening from like right now until the 20th of February is the Hermit. Looks like this, a turtle with a little light on him. This is someone who's being in their shell, but still has their beacon of light out and above them, still being aligned to their higher self, but taking the time that they need to be within their shell and to think about the opportunities or situations that they're going through. So let's read what that one says. It says, solitude and meditation. The idea of being a hermit is not supported in our society, but in the realm of tarot, hermits are highly celebrated and valued creatures. Through meditation, solitude, and stillness, they bring wisdom to all within themselves. When this card appears, it's time to take a step back from the business of day-to-day life and focus on your inner realm. Become more self-aware. If you're intrigued by meditation, start now. Spend time with yourself. Your inner fire is ready to be lit and will shine for all to see once you know what you want to shine it on. So that is beautiful. That aligns perfectly with what I was saying as well. Once you really meditate and think about what you want to do this month, what timeline and opportunity you want, it will align and bright up and shine so bright. You are a star seed. You do shine bright when you want to. And take the time to decide what path you want to stick to, what timeline you want to be on. Be the hermit and pick and choose wisely and know what you want to give your light to. Our last card, the future card, which is from February 20th to the 28th, is going to be the World. Oh, the Wheel of Fortune. I thought it was the World. It's the Wheel of Fortune. That is an amazing card. That just lets you know that whatever decision you choose, you know that you're going to get a Wheel of Fortune at the end. You're spending your energy to pick the right timeline that you want. And then your fortune or manifestation will come easier once you meditate on it. That's beautiful. So, the card says destiny. A change of course. Change the course that you're on. Choose which pathway. That's so funny, it lines up. Whether day or night, the Wheel of Fortune is always in motion. Some call it fate, others call it destiny. It is possible to go for months or years without feeling its presence around you. But when this card appears, the eye of the wheel is fixed upon you. Don't be surprised if there's a change of course heading your way, something that you'd least expect. Whatever happens to you during this time, know that it's bringing you closer to your life's purpose and where you need to be. That is amazing. That is an amazing correlation to what I just said right now as well. Taking the time and seeing, your Wheel of Fortune and changing, having a different opportunity come to you. No matter what happens in this chaotic, unpredictable time of Mercury retrograde, know that it's always for your soul's highest purpose. You need to practice trusting in yourself and trusting in the universe that no matter what happens, everything happens for a reason, and that you are always aligning to your higher self and connecting with your light body. The Arcturians are so proud of you, and so am I. Keep doing this journey. Let's keep writing this year and connecting to our light bodies and becoming these higher interdimensional beings of love and light that we're supposed to be. Thank you so much for watching my video today and learning about the month of February's energy. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll be on here real soon again. The Arcturians say, signing out. And personally, I love you guys. Bye, Starseeds.